slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve for the D like a turkey, or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets, the coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time, be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just try not to...
Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. On tap is what should be a pretty good matchup between the New York Jets and the Cincinnati Bengals. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the Queen City of Cincinnati and Paul Brown Stadium right on the banks of the Ohio River. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the New York Jets. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Godden. To my left, Charles Davis. And Charles, you focus on this Bengal team entering play. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. Meanwhile, for the visiting Jets, the streak continues, doesn't it? They come in a perfect 10-0.
And it's not just that they're winning, it's how they're winning. All phases of the game coming together for this team.
Mike, let's go. Lee! Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Hands up!
This is Joe Mixon, fourth in the NFL in rushing last season. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here, up to the 34. The numbers for Mixon last week, 18 carries, 76 yards.
Yeah, he could very well be on his way to a rushing title, but guess what? His offensive line, they're meeting separately because they want that rushing title as much as he does. They want to make sure they get him there.
On 2nd and 1, Dalton, and the catch good. It's Eifert. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Mixon with a first down carry. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
Throwing, Dalton. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. You know, the best game of quarterback Andy Dalton's career arguably came against these Jets. He threw 5 touchdown passes and a 49-9 shellacking of Gang Green back in 2013. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Just like that. Just like that.
A quick throw now complete to Ross. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Another look for Dalton on 2nd and 10. Got his man, it's Eifert. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. And Dalton to throw. And Eifert has it. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. Dalton going to break the huddle, come up 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Dalton operating in the red zone now. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Alex Erickson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Extra point up and good by Bullock, and it's now a 7-0 game. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays, and it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Jets under new head coach Adam Gase. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
I read something prepping for this game that he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago, where he talked about he wants to have the type of season that at the end, he's buying gifts for all the guys who have helped him along the way. And I know that the team wants to hold him to that and really get into his wallet. But that's what good leadership gives you. You know, at the end of the season, because you've done a great job, QB, he's usually the guy who springs for the good stuff.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Second and 6. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. Defensive starters, here they are for Cincinnati. And right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop them here on 3rd down. Now a run. This is Bilal Powell. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Room here to run. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. On first down, It's Montgomery, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. On 2nd down now, it's Montgomery, and able to work his way down to the 16. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. This is the running back, Powell. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So on 4th down, the Jets turn to kicker Sam Ficken. From the right hash, this from 33. Ficken's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Here we go.
And out now, here come the Bengals. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Here's Dalton. Open man is Uzama. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Dalton on the draw to Mixon.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
He completes it to Boyd. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, not it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Hands up, ladies. Yeah, Mike. I got you. I got you. Shoot. Hands up. Hands up.
They'll run on first down. Mixon. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a first carry from Giovanni Bernard. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Fakes the give to Bernard. Dalton. That's complete. Bernard. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. He'll get only a couple down to the 44. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Andy Dalton. And that is incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him. Kicking it from a long distance, that'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one off. He wasn't likely to make it in the first place.
So they tried the 59-yarder and missed it, and now this offense starts just 1 yard shy of midfield. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got a man, it's Brown. Pretty darn good, as you see right there on your screen.
I'll echo that. Darn good. 2 touchdowns, right? And the ability to be in sync with each other, right? To understand that he's going to be where the quarterback expects him to be when the ball's thrown.
And Thomas has it. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. They'll look to throw. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it, and even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3, Dalton.
A nice run here early on.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. You took the words right out of my mouth. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. They run with Powell.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Back to throw here. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A good pickup there of 22. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Now Montgomery, he's got it on the draw. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a first and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be second and goal. They'll run for it with Montgomery. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Toward the pylon, caught. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Ficken's kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Don't forget, later tonight, Sunday Night Football, we've got the Pats and the Texans from NRG Stadium in Houston. And then tomorrow night, Monday Night Football, it's supposed to be really cold up in Seattle as we've got the Vikings and the Seahawks from CenturyLink Field at 8:15 Eastern. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. To throw here, Dalton. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The Bengals on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Dalton. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. And they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe something to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it, but a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. Credit the tackle to Darius Phillips. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. On first down, it's Powell. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Powell. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. The Jets on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Now back to throw. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Let's go.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 38-yard line.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
This quarterback now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. He's got this to his running back, Ty Montgomery. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Toss play, Powell. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them. I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They begin with a run by Mixon. Mixon hit, and the ball is out. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Ty Montgomery and the offense getting set for their next drive. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times. But as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? 2nd and 3. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. The Jets on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Powell. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down now, it's Powell. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. That makes 3rd down a lot more interesting.
It certainly does. How about the example of situational football there and his ability to think the play through? 2nd and short, not anticipating a passing play, sold out and made a great tackle, which brings up 3rd down.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Montgomery. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on 1st down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Ficken's kick is good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
Following the field goal on his Locke Edwards to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jordan Jenkins leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals. So Dalton now. Hey, right on cue, they set up the screen and complete it. The screen does get him 9, but it also brings up a 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second, it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
Here's Kevin Huber now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. Ty Montgomery and the offense getting set for their next drive. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. It'll be a gain of 2, and speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He'll drop to throw. Open man is Anderson. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets get the quick strike touchdown. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field, and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And that makes it a 9-point game. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field in this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Dalton, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He gets this one to Boyd. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Kevin Huber now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Ty Montgomery and the offense getting set for their next drive. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far here in the second quarter.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Now the throw pulled in by Anderson, and he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This quarterback now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. On the catch, it's Crowder. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. Looking to throw. This will be caught by Brown. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Caught by Montgomery. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. Ficken's kick is good. And that will give them a 12-point lead. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. We're starting to get near the home stretch of this NFL season. It's Week 13, so let's get an update on what's going on. We'll get started down south of here at Hard Rock Stadium. Philadelphia in town to take on Miami. And as they come towards halftime, it's the Eagles who have the lead in that one. A couple of touchdown passes for Josh McCown. From there, it's off to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they trail in that ball game to the visiting Tennessee Titans. Ryan Tannehill looking good. 2 touchdown passes. Finally, we'll save the biggest for last as we head to AT&T Stadium to see what's happening with the Cowboys at home in Arlington. And they were winners in their ball game over the visiting Buffalo Bills. Dak Prescott strong in the victory as his guys move to 9-3 now on the year. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. They've got the lead early here in the 3rd quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. Back to throw now on first down. It's complete to Brown, right side. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's 2nd and 8. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll drop to throw. Got a man. It's Brown. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
play action. They'll throw. And this is going to be hauled in. Oh, what a catch at the 10. That one goes for 24 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. He'll look to throw. And Brown's got it. Touchdown, Jets. Daniel Brown, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
So that drive goes 8 plays. And it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Again, it's Mixon. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. They'll run on first down. Mixon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Hands up, lead. 36. Let's go, D. Hands up.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Dalton here from the gun. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's caught inside the 30. Give him 32 on the play. Now look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. It's Mixon on the counter. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. From the 25 on 2nd down. Dalton, open man is Ross, complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get a
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Robbie Anderson making his way back onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Denard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable. And there's 2 schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career.
Getting ready to go again. Here's Andy Dalton marching back onto the field. He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent. Just the 1 touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well, no?
I would agree with you, and that's what you're looking for out of your field leader. Making sure that you're playing well and not making any big mistakes. Oftentimes, that's how you're judged. How big a mistake and when it occurs. No interception so far. They'll like that.
I just want you to know that you agreeing with me, that's going to get me through this 3rd and 4th quarter. Are you touched? He's patting his heart, boys and girls. He's touched.
Respect.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. Quinnen Williams able to record his 5th sack of the season. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. And they're going to go jet sweep here. This is Ross with it. An 8-yard gain, so that gets them halfway there. Now they're left with a 3rd and 8 more. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw here, Dalton. He finds his running back, Mixon. 10 yards there on a Bengal 1st.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
A 1st down throw coming for Dalton. That's complete. Bernard. 4 yards on the pickup. And it'll be a second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And Eifert has it. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 29-yard line.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically, but a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Dalton going to break the huddle, come up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. And Dalton to throw. He completes it to Boyd. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Henry Anderson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now Dalton. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 3rd and long. What will Dalton dial out? Got his man complete over the middle. That's Morgan. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And Bullock will put this one through, and that will cut the lead down to 13. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Here's Lachlan Edwards now. as he's on to punt for New York. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now.
And that's caught.